Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Upper St. Clair High School. It is home of the Panthers, and it is girls basketball night once again. I'm Kevin McGahey. My cameraman, videographer extraordinaire is Robert Lohman tonight, and we bring you tonight's contest between the Lady Panthers and the visiting Lady Highlanders, of Baldwin High School. Baldwin comes in here with an 8-2 overall record, 3-1 in Section 4. Panthers 2-2 in the section, and 4-7 overall so far. The starters, you've seen many of them all season long. Number 5 is Haley Lohman. She's a starting guard. Number 23, Grace Highland, the senior. Tori Bishop taking the center tap. Number 44, she's a junior. Rachel Starr, senior number 35, and senior Morgan Malinik. She's number 50. Panthers get the opening tap and move to the forecourt, moving right to left. Haley Lohman in the backcourt. Grace Highland now. It is a man-to-man defense by the Baldwin Lady Highlanders. Baldwin's 3-1 in the section, haven't lost only to Mount Lebanon this year. No shame in that. Grace Highland with a long three-pointer off the rim, no good, and out of bounds off a purple hand, and it belongs to the Panthers under their own basket. Only 30 seconds gone, no score yet. On the baseline, Grace Highland outside the three-point arc, skip pass. Right back out, Haley Lohman once again looking for help way out in the backcourt. Or forecourt, rather. Grace Highland back to a zone now. It's a 2-3 zone by the Lady Highlanders. And a pass Haley Lohman tried to squeeze that one through, knocked away by number 25. That's Belma Mirkic. That was a two-point attempt. Two-pointer by Samantha Walsh. She's a senior, and the Lady Highlanders draw first blood. It is 2-0 and full court pressure put on by the Lady Highlanders. It's a zone press. Skip pass over to Haley Lohman way on the other side. As she pulls up, the Panthers will set up the offense. 2-3 zone by Baldwin. Daring the Panthers to shoot. So far, not much. Panthers checking this out and see what the zone is worth here. There's Grace Highland free throw, knocked away by Taylor Wenzel, number 23, and it's back in the Lady Highlanders' hands. Coming left to right. Panthers got a 2-3 zone of their own on. Baldwin quickly moving the ball around the outside of that zone. 5:15 to go already, first quarter, and it's only 2-0 Baldwin. Skip pass, and it is a two-pointer, looks like, up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by number 33, that's Lauren Gasm. Baldwin gets another shot at it off the offensive boards. A lot of good passing, not too much shooting going on so far tonight from both squads. 5:40 to go, first quarter, and it is 2-0 Baldwin. Knocked away by Haley Lohman, picked back up by Baldwin. That's Dana Kozel, number 10. Belma Nurkic, number 25. Number 33, Lauren Gasm. Number 23 on the far side, that's Taylor Wenzel. Pretty good defense. The zones are pushing the ball out beyond the three-point arc. Finally, a penetration right down the lane. Blocked by Tori Bishop. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded again by Baldwin. They've got the offensive rebound again now at the free throw line. That's up, and that is in. Samantha Walsh, her second bucket. She's got all 4 points for Baldwin, and it's a 4-0 Baldwin lead. 4:55 to go. First quarter, Tori Bishop at the free throw line chooses not to take it. Grace Highland will for a long three-pointer off the back of the rim and out of bounds. That one will just flat out belong to the Lady Highlanders. Coming the other way, left to right. Dana Kozel hoists it in, and Taylor Wenzel bringing it across the timeline. 2-3 zone, pushing the Lady Highlanders away from the basket. There's a nice cut to the lane up and off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Grace Highland, gathers it in for Upper St. Clair to Rachel Starr. Now to the left side, Haley Lohman, and the Panthers set up the offense. Grace Highland pulling the ball back, 4:20. Morgan Malinik wide open underneath off the rim, no good up the backboard, rather, no good. Tori Bishop gets the rebound and the putback. Tori Bishop gets the first Panther points. 4-2, Baldwin Lady Highlanders lead halfway through the first quarter. Underneath, that was a little extra step. That should have been a walk, wasn't called. Tori Bishop comes away with a rebound anyway. Rachel Starr looking for help, finds it in the form of Grace Highland. Haley Lohman looking for Tori Bishop underneath. Couldn't find her. She's thickly covered by Lauren Gasm. Haley Lohman back near the timeline. 3:40 to go, first quarter. It's a 4-2 Baldwin lead. Morgan Malinik down low. Makes the turn. Rachel Starr at the open at the free throw line. Chose not to shoot. Morgan Malinik now just beyond the three-point arc. Rim backboard, rim and in. Morgan Malinik with a very nice shot. For her first two, and it's a 4-4. We're all tied up. Long three-point attempt, and off the rim, no good. Haley Lohman gathers it in and loses it. Taylor Wenzel comes up with it for Baldwin. She knocked away, and Morgan Malinik now with it for the Lady Panthers. 3 minutes to go now, first quarter, and we're all tied up at 4. Back to a man-to-man. Baldwin, the Lady Highlanders switching up the defenses. Grace Highland now. Tori Bishop at the free throw line. Double teamed. That gets away with it. Haley Lohman with a long three-point attempt. Front of the rim, no good. Morgan Malinik yanks that one down. Offensive rebound for the Panthers. Tori Bishop is still a spin move up and under. Tori Bishop. 4 points tonight for Tori, and the Panthers have their first lead of the night at 6-4. 2:25 to go, first quarter. Tough defense by Haley Lohman. Long three-point attempt, rim no good. Morgan Malinik giving that ball a little bit of gravity. It's over to Grace Highland now. Rachel Starr finding Haley Lohman underneath. Little spin move up, and she got hammered. You could hear that one all the way up here. That's the first foul. It's a hacking foul on Taylor Wenzel. That'll be her first team foul, but it does give Haley Lohman 2 free throws. See if she can get the scorebook. First one is up, rim, and falls off to the left. No good. She'll get another. Substitution for Baldwin now on the floor. Number 21, Laura Saucel. She's a junior. And Dana Kozel, the senior guard, takes a quick break. Haley Lohman with her second. Up and down. Haley 1 for 2 from the line. 2 minutes to go, first quarter, and it's a 7-4 Lady Panthers lead. Panthers back to a man-to-man now. Both teams shifting the defenses from zone to man-to-man. Double teamed in the corner. Coleman Nurkic dribbles out of it, or rather Laura Gasm dribbles out of it. Taylor Wenzel with the ball to the left side. Long three-point attempt up and in. That one's down by Laura Saucel. She just came into the game, so she's hot and ties up the game at 7. 1:30 to go, first quarter. Long three-pointer by Rachel Starr. That one's down. Rachel Starr. Haven't seen her do many of those this year, but the Panthers answer right back with a three-pointer of their own with 1:20 to go. It's a three-point lead at 10-7. Yet again, another three-pointer. Rim no good. Morgan Malinik grabbing that one and taking charge of that rebound. Right side, Grace Highland now. Back to Grace, man-to-man. Put on by the Lady Highlanders. 1 minute to go, first quarter. Panthers with a three-point lead, 10-7. Tori Bishop does not back her way down to the hoop. She gets another chance. Morgan Malinik, though, from the left side. Blocked, no foul called. Rebounded by Belma Nurkic. Into the forecourt. Now with 42 seconds to go. Right down the lane, up and in. That was Taylor Wenzel. Her first bucket. 3 scores tonight for Baldwin, and it's a 10-9 1-point Panther lead. 30 seconds to go. Tori Bishop, they'll off her hands, but gathered right back in by Grace Highland. Up off the rim, no good. Tori Bishop rebounds it right back. 22 seconds, Panthers, well. And Morgan Malinik unable to run it down. Panthers probably could have been a little more patient with 22 seconds to go. Three-pointer got hoisted up, and now with 17 seconds to go, Baldwin gets one more shot, but chance rather, at the final shot of the first quarter. Samantha Walsh taking her time, 14 seconds, 12. Heads into the defense, knocked away briefly by Grace Highland. 3 seconds to go now. And the last shot is no good, attempted by Samantha Walsh, but off the side of the backboard and no good. And quarter number 1 ends with the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers holding a 10-9 lead. Scores in that quarter. Tori Bishop, the junior center, leads everybody with 4 Upper St. Clair points. Rachel Starr, and that gorgeous three-pointer we saw right in front of the Baldwin bench not too long ago, she's in with 3. Morgan Malinik, the senior forward, has 1 bucket for 2, and Haley Lohman, 1 of 2 from the line. She's got 1. That all adds up to 10, and no personal fouls in the first quarter for the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers. For the Lady Highlanders, Samantha Walsh, the senior, leads all the Highlanders with 4 points. Laura Saucel, we saw her hit that long three-pointer just about a minute and a half ago. She's got 3. And Taylor Wenzel, number 23, the sophomore, has the other 2. And she's also got the lone personal foul for the Lady Highlanders. They only have 1. The referee's letting them play tonight. And the Panthers in there at a 10-9 lead. Substitution to start the second quarter. 3 subs for the Panthers. We'll see number 22, Taylor Gensler. She's a junior. She's on the floor for the Lady Panthers. It's a whole new front line, actually. Rachel Broadland, number 42. She's a senior center. And Susan McLean, number 13. She's a senior. She'll also play the down forward in the 2-3 zone. Baldwin with the ball to start the second quarter. Two-three zone by the Lady Panthers. Pushing it out, making the Baldwin Lady Highlanders find their way in. They haven't really found their way into that zone yet. Once or twice, but it hasn't brought them anything. And that's how you beat the zone. You zip the ball around the zone. That's a two-pointer. She had her foot on the line. Samantha Walsh again with a two-pointer. Baldwin has the lead back at 11-10. Susan McLean finding Grace Highland up for 3, and back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Dana Kozel. Poked out of bounds by Grace Highland. Panthers switch to the man-to-man for the inbound play and for the defense. Long three-point attempt by Dana Kozel, and that one just sort of edges its way in. Her first points of the night is a 3, and the passing error by the Lady Panthers sends the ball right back to Baldwin. Baldwin scored the first 5 points of the second quarter to take a 4-point lead. Now it's 14-10, just a minute gone in the second quarter. And down from the baseline, little 8-footer, Lauren Gasm. She's got her first points of the night. All 5 starters in the book now for the Lady Highlanders. There's Taylor Gensler at the free throw line. In front of the rim, no good. Gets Susan McLean with a rebound. Off the backboard, no good. And ripped out of there by Velma Nurkic for the Lady Highlanders. Move it into the forecourt. 2-3 zone by the Lady Panthers. Susan McLean had it momentarily. And edged the Lady Highlander who had that ball. I'm sorry, couldn't see who it was. Out of bounds. That the violation sends the ball right over to the Panthers. Susan McLean looking to beat that press. Haley Lohman across the timeline and knocked out of bounds by Laura Saucel of the Lady Highlanders. Panther ball, 6:17 rather to go. Substitution for the Panthers, Lauren Rita, number 24 on the floor. She's a junior. Haley Lohman gets a quick break. Grace Highland walking the ball across the timeline into the forecourt. 2-3 zone, back to that zone defense by the Lady Highlanders. Both teams switching it up, zone and man-to-man. Lauren Rita with a 3-point attempt. Back to the rim, no good. Ripped out of there by Grace Highland in the lane. Susan McLean to the bucket off the glass, and rattles off the rim, just no good. And it will be a Baldwin foul over the back. 33 pushing in the back, yep. Lauren Gasm, that's her first. Only the second team foul. Panthers inbounding under their own basket. Lauren Rita with the ball. Tipped out of there by Samantha Walsh. Panthers maintain possession. Trailing by 6, 16-10, Baldwin. Rachel Broadland makes the turn, and she'll get the habeas corpus. Yep, sure enough.
The back would be used to straight back so they could hold the weight of the body at a certain position. So
underneath, Bill.
With some momentary camera issues, we are back. It's 18-12. He didn't miss much. Lauren Rita gets a hand in there. Baldwin gathers up that ball, and Grace Highland taking it the other way. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Laura Saucel. Grace Highland taking it coast to coast, up and off the rim, blocked rather, no good. Lauren Rita gets it right back out to Susan McLean. Rachel Baldwin makes the turn, sees Taylor Genster from 16, air ball, no good. Rebounded by Laura Saucel, and the Lady Highlanders will take the ball the other way. 4:15 to go, and it's an 18-12 Baldwin lead. Underneath, up and off the glass, no good by Laura Saucel. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers, and they head the other way with 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Susan McLean, Grace Highland now with an open three-pointer, drains that one up and down. Grace Highland, her first points of the night. Panthers cut the lead in half. It's 18-15. Oh, she walked. Yes, indeed. That was a foot drag by Dana Kozel.
For Baldwin and Lauterbach, number 55 and number 23, Taylor Wenzel. Come on, Lauren, pick it up, go!
Panthers get the ball right back. Grace Highland to Lauren Reed in the back. The full court pressure, sort of soft full court pressure right now by the Lady Highlanders. 3:35 to go. Tori Bishop back in. Oh, and she spun it. She saw Taylor against her cutting for the basket, but Belma Nurkic takes that one and blocked away by Lauren Rita. Oh, she is called for the foul. She got some arm along with that. Lauren Rita is going to be tagged for the first Upper St. Clair personal foul, her first team foul. Belma Nurkic will go to the line, shooting two, scoreless so far tonight. This is her first free throw attempt.
Nurkic at the line for two.
Front of the rim, no good. She'll get a second. Panthers still trail by 3, 18-15 Lady Highlanders. Second one is good. That's a 4-point lead, 19-15. Panthers bringing the ball in now. Susan McLean across the timeline to Tori Bishop, right back out to Grace Highland, as it should be a two-point attempt. Yes, rim, backboard, and good. Grace Highland, 5 points now to lead all St. Clair scores. Panthers back within 2, 19-17. Lady Highlanders with the ball. Samantha Walsh looking for some help against the Panthers 2-3 zone. And a hands-up defense by Grace Highland. Had it momentarily. And there was Amanda Lauterbach, a sophomore, standing all alone underneath the bucket, her first two. 21-17. Baldwin leads. 2:35 to go, first half. Susan McLean does not take the shot. Tori Bishop, though, gathers it in and also chooses not to. Skip pass. Grace Highland also looking for help against that Baldwin 2-3 zone. Taylor gets it to the bucket, and she was hammered by Samantha Walsh. That'll be Samantha's first, yes indeed, Samantha Walsh, her first, only the fourth team foul. 2:15 to go. Panthers bringing the ball in under their own bucket. Long three-point attempt by Susan McLean, back in the room, no good. Rebounded and back up by Taylor against the no good. Belma Nurkic rips the ball out of there. She thought she took the extra step, but indeed she did not. And coast to coast by Belma Nurkic. Her first bucket. It's 3 points of the night for Belma. 1 to 2 from the line. Panthers against that full court-ish pressure. Taylor Genser in the forecourt. Skips the pass across to Grace Highland. Susan McLean now. Taylor Genser from about 14 feet. Rim backboard no good. And she will be tagged for, Susan McLean will be tagged for that grabbing foul. Susan's first, only the second St. Clair team foul. No real issues there. Senior Morgan Malinik checks back in for St. Clair. Dana Kozel, number 10, is back on the floor for the Lady Highlanders, as is number 33, Lauren Gasm. 2-3 Panther zone, trailing by 23-17 rather, Lady Highlanders. At the free throw line. Off Dana Kozel's hands, but she does gather it back in. From about 14 feet. That's a really nice baseline little jumper by Samantha Walsh, leading all Baldwin scorers with 8, and it's a 25-17 8-point Lady Highlanders lead. Lauren Rita right into the hands of Taylor Wenzel. Underneath off the glass, and yes, Baldwin's got a pretty nice little run going here. That's 8 straight points for the Lady Highlanders. It's Coach Ernie Kuntz takes a quick timeout for the Lady Panthers to calm things down here and break this string of points. What was a 2-point game just a second ago now has blossomed into a 10-point Lady Highlanders lead. With Samantha Walsh doing a whole bunch of damage. Actually, a lot of different scores this quarter for the Lady Highlanders. 6 points for Samantha Walsh this quarter. Dana Kozel, number 10's got a 3-pointer for 3. Belma Nurkic, 1 for 2 from the line and 1 bucket for 2. Lauren Gasm for 2 and a Lauterbach also for 2. That all adds up to 18 so far this quarter. For the Panthers, kind of a slim scoring quarter. Only 7 points scored, 5 by Grace Highland, a 3 and a 2, and 2 for 2 from the line by Rachel Broadland. Still no serious foul trouble. Only 2 team fouls for the Panthers, only 4 team fouls for the Lady Highlanders, and nobody has more than 1. Rachel Starr checks back in for the Lady Panthers, number 35. And she will be bringing the ball in under the Highlanders basket. Panthers having to take it full court. Rachel Starr with the ball. Susan McLean now against the zone press. Zone annoyance, really, by the Lady Highlanders. They haven't really made an attempt at the ball. It's more to make the Panthers eat up some time getting it across the court, which they do. Grace Highland now 53 seconds to go, and a skip pass stolen away by Taylor Wenzel, coast to coast, in and 1. Rachel Starr.
Taylor Wenzel, breakaway layup, 2 points, will go to the line.
Rachel Starr picks up the personal, her first third team foul, but it does mean a chance at the 3-point play by Taylor Wenzel, and I'm sure that is not what Coach Ernie Kuntz had in mind. The free throw is good, and it's a 30-17 Baldwin lead now. Grace Highland with 45 seconds to go now. Panthers working their way up to the timeline. Susan McLean. It's knocked away again by Taylor Wenzel. She's anticipating these passes. She's had 2 successful ones already. Susan McLean with the inbound gets it to Rachel Starr across the timeline. Morgan Malinik hoping for Tori Bishop down low. Did not get her. 30 seconds to go now. Morgan Malinik in the lane. Back out to Rachel Starr. Took a hop step. That traveling violation will send the ball over to Baldwin for the last chance at a bucket. Probably 26 seconds to go. They'll probably work for the last shot. .13 Lady Highlanders lead, 30-17. Belma Nurkic out wide. Panthers with that 2-3 zone. Lauren Gazam chose not to shoot. Long or attempt off the rim, no good. Now 10 seconds to go for the Panthers. 7 left now. Grace Highland into the forecourt. Takes an enormously long point. Susan McLean, though, with a nice rebound and putback that came up short. And that is how the second quarter will end, with the Lady Highlanders leading the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers 30-17. The lead is 13. We'll take a quick break and hope you'll be right back with us, everybody, to finish up the second half. It's the Baldwin Lady Highlanders visiting the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers, and the Lady Highlanders with a 13-point halftime lead at 30-17. Samantha Walsh, the senior guard number 4, leads all Baldwin scores with 10. She's got 5 2-pointers. Taylor Wenzel, number 23, has a couple of steals to her credit and 5 total points, 2 buckets, and 1 of 1 from the line. Belma Nurkic, the junior, number 25, she's got a bucket and 1 for 2 from the line for 3 points. 1 3-pointer for number 10, the senior Dana Kozel, and 2 points for Lauren Gasm and Anna Lauterbach, she's number 55. That adds up to 30. For the Lady Panthers, not quite so much scoring going on. Grace Highland poured in 5 in the second quarter, a 3 and a 2. She leads all Upper St. Clair scorers with 5. Tori Bishop with 2 first quarter buckets. She's got 4. Rachel Starr, the senior forward number 35, in with a 1 3-pointer for 3. Rachel Baldwin, number 42, she's got 2. Morgan Malinik, she's got 2, and 1 of 2 from the line for Haley Lohman. And it would be nice if the Panthers could do something about that scoring drought that they ran into in the second half of the second quarter. No foul trouble for anybody. 3 team fouls that quarter for the Panthers, 1 each for Susan McLean, Lauren Rita, and Rachel Starr for the Baldwin Lady Highlanders. Same deal, really. 4 team fouls, 1 each for 4 different players. Samantha Walsh, number 4, has 1. Number 23, Taylor Wenzel, 1. 25, Belma Nurkic has 1. And Lauren Gasm, number 33. Panthers get the ball to start. The second quarter now going left to right. And that'll be Haley Lohman, the junior guard, edging the ball across the timeline into the Baldwin. Looks like they're back to the zone defense, 2-3 zone. And that's how you beat it. Skip the ball around it. Tori Bishop finds Morgan Malinik. Could have spun and shot. She chose not to. And the Panthers started all again in the backcourt. Well, it's forecourt, the back part of the forecourt. Haley Lohman looking for a cutter, looking for some help. Grace Highland. The Rachel Starr right into Belma Nurkic's arms, but she hammers it into the St. Clair bench. And with 30 seconds gone, no scoring in this second half. Haley Lohman again, finding Grace Highland. Morgan Malinik out to Grace Highland. Nothing open in the packed-in zone. Morgan Malinik right up to the lane and off the glass and in. Morgan Malinik with a nice little runner, and it's 2 for Morgan Malinik. And the Baldwin lead is 11. It's 30-19, and they get their first shot. First attack of the half. You're right here. Samantha Walsh finds Lauren Gasm. Dana goes to Lauren Gasm underneath again, but chooses not to take the shot. That's Taylor Wenzel. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Lauren Gasm. Back out for a 3-point attempt. Rattles off the rim, no good. Rebounded again by Baldwin. And a little attack of happy feet. Belma Nurkic does the T-Berry shuffle and a traveling violation. Sends the ball over to the Panthers now with 6.5 rather to go. Third quarter. Trailing by 11. 30-19. And it's at full court annoyance defense by the Lady Highlanders. Haley Lohman across the timeline. Tori Bishop right down the lane with the left hand. She caught her in a half step, and with the left side she put it off the glass and missed it. Nice play just the same. Taylor Wenzel with the left hand. Belma Nurkic way outside. Skip pass. Then it goes on the far side. Another skip pass over the head of Rachel Starr. Samantha Walsh looking for a gap, could not find it. Gets it right back. Pretty good 2-3 zone by the Panthers. Baldwin not able to do much with this. Belma Nurkic tries to dribble around Morgan Malinik unsuccessfully. Poked away by Grace Highland, but right into the hands of Taylor Wenzel. 3-pointer up and in by Belma Nurkic. 6 points by Belma Nurkic. Tori Bishop with the ball into the hands of Rachel Starr. Leads back to 14, 33-19. Morgan Malinik double teamed. Haley Lohman chooses not to shoot. Rachel Starr also no. Morgan Malinik though with a 3-point attempt. And that one drains it right through. Morgan Malinik. First time I've seen her do that all season long. Margins 11, 33-22 Lady Highlanders. 2-3 Panther zone, under 5 minutes to go now, third quarter. Taylor Wenzel out high, low scoring affair here. Lauren Gasm with a turn, and Belma Nurkic zips in there for the rebound, thrown away by Samantha Walsh right into the hands of Morgan Malinik. And the Panthers back on the attack, trying to cut this lead into single digits. Grace Highland with a long 3-point attempt back of the rim. No good. Tori Bishop not with a yes! Struggling for the rebound, but it will belong. It's a held ball, but it will belong. Possession with the possession arrow. It'll belong to the Lady Highlanders. Taylor Wenzel across the timeline into the forecourt. Belman sneaking underneath. She got behind the zone. Nice inlet pass, and Belman 8 points for Belma tonight. Haley Lohman with a three-point attempt. Back of the rim, no good, and rebounded by Lauren Gasm, and the Lady Highlanders have it again with a 13-point lead. See if they can stretch that one. Nurkic off the rim, no good. Grace Highland had it. Lauren Gasm ends up with it. To Belma Nurkic, back of the rim, no good. Tori Bishop yanking it out of there finally to Haley Lohman. Takes the initiative and gets the ball into the forecourt, finds Morgan Molinik on the far side. That'll be a two-pointer if it goes, and it does. That's a two. Just had her toe just inside the three-point line. Morgan Molinik. All 7 points for the Panthers this quarter. Keeping that lead, keeping that deficit close, rather. It's an 11-point lead for the Lady Highlanders, 35-24. And Morgan Molinik, all 3 buckets for the Panthers. It's a 3 and a rebound by Lauren Gasm. Taylor Wenzel, backboard, no good. Baldwin does some excellent offensive rebounding here. Taylor Wenzel again at the free throw line, and you're going to give somebody enough chances. They're going to come up with something, and sure enough, Baldwin did. 13-point lead, 37-24, 2:45 to go, third quarter. Rachel Starr tried to lurch that ball into Tori Bishop's hands. It was stolen away, and that is a two-pointer if it goes. It is 2 for Samantha Walsh, leading all scorers, still now 12 points. Rachel Starr across the timeline, and she drags that back foot. Traveling violation. Turnover sends the ball right back to the Lady Highlanders. Substitution number 22, Taylor Genster, on the floor. She's a junior. We've seen her earlier in the game. 55, Anna Lauterbach is back on the floor. As is number 21 on the far side, Laura Sossel. We saw her in the first half as well. Samantha Walsh on the near side here. Belma Nurkic in the free throw lane, no good. Rebounded by Grace Highland, and somebody hammered her over the top. Let's see who stuck with that one. Indeed, that'll be Laura Sossel, her first second half team foul. Panthers get the ball. Against the full court annoyance by the Lady Highlanders. Grace Highland looking to get that ball. They better hurry up, get that ball across that timeline. Grace Highland does. Skip past Morgan Molinik, rather. Long three-pointer right from dead. Not successful, and Samantha Walsh passes it right to Morgan Molinik. I know she never saw her coming. Same thing. Morgan saw Haley Lohman flying toward the basket, but flying from the side was Laura Sossel, who knocks the ball away into the crowd. It still belongs to the Panthers. 1:40 to go, third quarter. 15-point Baldwin lead, 39-24. Panthers trying to cut into that against the 2-3 Baldwin zone. Long three-pointer by Haley Lohman. Backboard. Grace Highland comes back with it into the lane. Finds Taylor against a little spin around, blocked, and they will catch Belma Nurkic with a body foul. Yeah, she blocked it cleanly, but the body got her. Yep, 25 indeed. That's Belma's second team foul. And Taylor Genster will go to the line, shooting 2.
Taylor Genster at the line for 2.
Taylor not in the scorebook tonight. And still, listen, that one rattles out. She'll get one more. It's up, nice backspin, and nice result. Her first points of the night, 1 for 2 from the line. And it's a 14-point Panther deficit, 39-25. Lady Highlanders. Samantha Walsh into the forecourt. Skip pass right back to Samantha Walsh, up for 3, and off the rim, no good. Tori Bishop with that rebound. Grabbing it for dear life. Just a minute to go now. Third quarter, Grace Highland into the lane. Scoop shot didn't quite make it. Tori Bishop brings it down. Blocked Grace Highland gets it right back. Morgan Molinik from 14, rim no good. Almost gets her own rebound. Belma Nurkic instead for Baldwin. To Dana Kozel, right to the bucket, and blocked by Tori Bishop. Rebounded by Nurkic up off the rim, no good, and gets her own rebound again. Offensive rebounding. Been a big strength of the Lady Highlanders tonight. And they will probably go for the last shot. 28 seconds to go, third quarter. And a 14-point Lady Highlanders lead. From the baseline, Belma Nurkic for two. She was on the line. It's a two-pointer. She makes it, but it is only a two. 7 in the quarter for Belma. 7 seconds to go. 6, 5. It's a jump ball, and Panthers get it. Well, that's kind of wasted because now that Lady Highlanders will get the ball to start the third quarter, and the Panthers have about a 5-second attack here to see if they can put some points on the board with just those few seconds left. Highlanders will come out man-to-man on this one. Foul called on Dana Kozel. Still, all it does is eat a couple of milliseconds off the clock. It's her first third-team foul, and the Panthers will do it all over again. Taylor Gensler skipping it. Tori Bishop layup and in just before the buzzer. Tori Bishop. Good ball work by the Panthers, and Tori Bishop with her 6th point of the night. Not quite enough to cut much into that deficit. The Panthers trail at the end of the third quarter. 41-27. It's a 10-point quarter for the Panthers. Morgan Molinik had a tremendous quarter, those 7 points in the quarter, and now has taken the lead for all Lady Panther scores with 9 points. Tori Bishop, by virtue of that bucket, that little layup we just saw, now in with 6. Grace Highland, a 3 and a 2 in the second quarter. She's still hanging in there at 5. Rachel Starr, 3. Rachel Broadland, number 42, she's got 2. 1 each for Taylor Gensler and Haley Lohman, each 1 of 2 from the line. That all adds up to 27. For the Lady Highlanders, Samantha Walsh, number 4, the guard, still leading all scores with 12. Belma Nurkic still with a good quarter, 7 points in the quarter, 10 points altogether. She's in second place. Taylor Wenzel, the sophomore guard, number 23, had 1 bucket. She's got 7. 3 for Dana Kozel, 2 for number 33, Lauren Gasm, and 55 for Anna Lauterbach. Baldwin gets the ball to start the third quarter with a 14-point lead, 41-27. No serious foul trouble for anybody. 3 team fouls for the Highlanders, none for the Panthers. Baseline three-pointer is good. Dana Kozel, her second 3. She's got 6 points tonight. Taylor Gensler up against the double team, dribbles out of it. Dribbles back into it. Tori Bishop, though, finds Susan McLean down low. She chose not to shoot. 2-3 zone, back put on by the Highlanders. Panthers are going to have to shoot over that. Just like that, Taylor Gensler, just a nice little pop from about 14 feet. Taylor Gensler, her first bucket, 3 points for Taylor. Samantha Walsh across the timeline. From the free throw line, rather, it's a 2-pointer for Samantha Walsh. 14 points for Samantha. 46-29, Baldwin leads. Susan McLean, 6:45 to go in the contest. Troy Bishop underneath. Glass, no good. Rebounded by, who's got it? Lauren Gasm, I think, yanked that ball out of there. Panthers will shift it back to man-to-man. Let's see what that can do for the shooting out here. Belma Nurkic cutting toward the basket, up and in, and that will be an and one. Foul is on Tori Bishop. That is her first team foul. And Belma Nurkic steps to the line, shooting 1 to try and complete the 3-point play. It's up and it is good. 13 for Nurkic. She's still in second place on the Baldwin scoring parade now. Samantha Walsh leading everybody with 14. Grace Highland in the backcourt gets it to Susan McLean up the left side. Lauren Reed on the baseline, about an 8-footer, just very nicely done. Good form and good results. And that's Lauren Reed's first points of the night. 49-31 Baldwin. 2 minutes gone, fourth quarter. Man-to-man St. Clair defense. Taylor Genser now. Gets Nicholson, pokes it away. Lauren Rita grabs it. It'll be held ball. Possession arrow shows the Panthers' way. Nicely fought for by Lauren Rita. And the Panthers get a shot to narrow, to whittle down this lead a little bit. Lauren Rita bring the ball in at the scores table. There's Grace Highland in the backcourt. Two, three, Baldwin zone again. Tough for the Panthers to penetrate. Let's see if we can shoot our way out of this. Grace Highland from about 26 feet. Right off the rim, no good. Belma Nurkic. Samantha Walsh on the baseline, up rim, no good. Taylor Gensler, yes, with a rebound. Grace Highland now bringing it left to right, up across the timeline. 5 minutes to go now in the contest. Panthers needing some points in a big hurry. Susan McLean on the far side. Chooses not to shoot. Finds Lauren Reed to this side. Taylor Gensler she got ridden from behind, not called. A rebound off to the hands of Belma Nurkic. From the baseline, Samantha Walsh again for two. Rattles off the rim, no good. Dana Kozel with a rebound. Back to Walsh. Kozel now for three. Another offensive rebound by Baldwin. They have been doing that all night long. Lovely little pass underneath, and yet another offensive rebound. Grace Highland, though, mixing things up. Got enough hands on that to get the possession call. Belongs to Baldwin. And it's a full timeout called by the coaching staff of the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers. Another bit of a scoring drought for the Panthers. Only 2 buckets this quarter. Taylor Gensler has one. She's number 22. Lauren Rita the other. That's only 4, and not much better for the Lady Highlanders in just under 4 minutes. 1 bucket for Samantha Walsh, a 3-pointer by Dana Kozel, and a 3-point play bucket and free throw by Belma Nurkic, giving her 13 points on the night. Still no foul trouble. This game is really zipping by. Usually when you have a lot of fouls called, timeouts called, etc., it takes a lot longer than this. This has been, it's actually a 45-minute game so far. 4 minutes of game time left. Baldwin's only section loss this year has been to the mighty Lady Blue Devils of Mount Lebanon High School. Panthers have yet to play them or the Bethel Park Blackhawks. Those teams are rated numbers 1 and 2 in Whoopio, both from our section. And the Panthers have both those teams coming up later this week and next. Meanwhile, Lady Highlanders have the ball under their own basket by virtue of that held ball. Belma Nurkic. Back to Taylor Wenzel, who will take her time. The clock is now the 6th man on the floor for Baldwin. Lauren Gasm, and blocked by Taylor Gensler, and got out of the, just like the coaches tell you to do it, get the block and the ball. She did both. That was pretty well coached. Grace Highland underneath, trying to get Lauren Rita. Too many hands knocked away, and comes out to Samantha Walsh, bringing it across the timeline for Baldwin. Belma Nurkic dragged that foot again, not called, and another offensive rebound for the Lady Highlanders. And another. And with 3:25 to go, Taylor Wenzel will start taking a bunch of time. Man-to-man defense by the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers. Very nice cut. The backdoor cut by Belma Nurkic. 15 points for Belma, and it's a 20-point Baldwin lead at 51-31. 3 minutes to go in the contest. Grace Highland taking it to the bucket and stolen away, just grabbed away by Dana Colza. Right back to her. She chooses not to shoot. Stolen away by the Upper St. Clair Panthers, and now Susan McLean up the right side. Chooses to pull up instead. Taylor Gensler now. Lauren Rita for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Samantha Walsh with the ball, and she travels. Lauren Rita, she was fighting Lauren Rita for it. And Samantha Walsh grabbed the ball. Lauren Rita let it go. Samantha Walsh fell down, and by rolling around and moving her feet, the traveling violation was called. St. Clair gets the ball. There's Haley Lohman in the baseline. Three-pointer, ridden no good. Rebounded by Taylor Wenzel for the Lady Highlanders. 2:35 to go. They cut the hands-up defense by Susan McLean. Stolen away. And the white shirts headed left to right now to see if they can get a couple more on the board. Lauren Rita now. Panthers in no real hurry to score here. Susan McLean from the baseline, about a 15-footer, swish right through. No rim required on that. Susan McLean with her first points of the night. 2 minutes to go, and it's a 51-33 Baldwin lead. Nurkic to the hoop from the baseline, up and off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Lauren Rita. Haley Lohman zipping the ball up across the timeline. Trying to find Susan McLean on the left, off the leg of Taylor Wenzel for Baldwin, and out of bounds. 1:45 to go. Panthers still with the ball, running in front of their own bench. Haley Lohman to Susan McLean for 3. And great results. Susan McLean, back-to-back buckets for 3. Total of 5 points for Susan McLean. 51-36. 15-point Baldwin lead. Minute and a half to go in the contest. Hands up defense. That's why your coach tells you to play with your hands up on defense, everybody. Taylor Gensler. Same result by Taylor Wenzel. The two Taylors playing hands up defense. And now the first fast break, Samantha Walsh in from the left side, up off the grass, the rim and in. Samantha Walsh, 16 points tonight. 17-point Baldwin lead. Just over a minute to go in the contest. Lauren Rita into the forecourt. Taylor Gensler with a three-pointer. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Baldwin. Baldwin's out-rebounded the Panthers tonight by a wide margin. Right back to Nurkic, rather. A little bit too fancy schmancy. And the lost ball results in, and now the ball with 49 seconds to go, the Baldwin coach flooding the bench from people we have not seen yet tonight. Number 20 is Chelsea Ammon. 55, Anna Lauterbach, she's been in before. And number 5 is Carly Corcoran. Three-pointer by Susan McLean. Front of the rim, no good. Comes right back to Haley Lohman. Lauren Rita will try one. Off to the right side, no good. Susan McLean, offensive rebound, puts it right back up. Backboard rim, no good. Taylor Gensler with a rebound and the putback. She will get 2 free throws out of it. Anna Lauterbach called for that personal for her first 4 team fouls, and Taylor Gensler strides to the line, shooting 2. She's 1 for 2 already from the line. First one is up, front of the rim, no good. She'll get another. And number 14, Ashley Shanahan for Baldwin, and all 5 starters have hit the bench. Second one's good. Taylor Gensler 2 of 4 from the line tonight. 1 2-point bucket. Total of 4 points. Baldwin with the ball and 32 seconds to go in this contest. Hands up defense against stolen by Susan McLean. Haley Lohman on the 2-on-1. Taylor Gensler from the left side. Off the rim and good. Off the backboard and good, rather. Taylor Gensler. 5 points this quarter. Total of 6. Taylor Wenzel with the ball. And 12 seconds to go into the forecourt. Baldwin will come away with a victory. That's a 14-point lead right now. Make it 16. And one of the second stringers, Carly Corcoran, gets to play. And that will do it. And the Baldwin Highlanders come in here and steal away a 55-39 victory. That puts them 4-1 in Section 4. Panthers fall to 2-3. In a very interesting contest, good first quarter for the Panthers. Baldwin came through in the final three to take this contest away. My name's Kevin McGahey. I'm glad you're with us all night long. My videographer has been Bob Lohman. We're glad you're watching. Keep with us, fans. There's a lot more basketball to come. Good night, everybody.